Groovy Guide to Love. Oh, yay. It is Tuesday's Tales, and we are excited that you're here with us. We are excited that you are ready to join us and read some books together. And our winner for tonight, by a difference of one vote, is Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Love. Now, if you may recall, about a month ago, I read a Pete the Cat book, and I wasn't quite sure how I felt about him, because when you look at Pete the Cat on the cover, he looks like most cats do. Most cats just kind of look at you like, whatever. So, it was kind of hard to get on his bus, but now I'm on the bus, because he's funny, and he's a very cute blue cat. So, this will be fun. So here we go. Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Love. Tips from a cool cat on how to spread the love. Now, in the comment box, while I'm reading or after I'm reading, or if you're watching this after it's live or whatever you want to do, I want you to leave a comment down in the box of a book you'd like me to read next, because honestly, I picked up a lot of Pete the Cat books at the library, and I picked up Chrysanthemum, which I was asked to read sometime soon, and I need some help picking out some books. And now that the library is open, yes, I can go get some. I will go get some new books, and we will read them, and it will be a great time. But I need you to write your favorite books in the comment box. We're going to get started with this one. Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Love by Kimberly and James Dean. Oh, it's like a quote book. That's fun. Love is a friendship set to music. Judith Campbell. Rock on. Aww. A loving heart was better and stronger than wisdom. Charles Dickens. Love in school is cool. Pete. Cat University? You graduated summa cum laude with love? That's adorable. Love is space and time measured by the heart. Marcel Proust. Far out! Love is out of this world. Pete is on a rocket ship fueled by love. I guess that's what this is. Love yourself, and everything else falls into line. Lucille Ball. I'm awesome. I'm groovy. So Pete's giving himself a pep talk before he starts his day, and sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to have a pep talk to start our day. Sometimes we might not be feeling 100%, and sometimes we need to feel 110% to start our day. So sometimes that pep talk just does you some good. Love is the greatest refreshment in life. Pablo Picasso. Cheers! Here's to love. Pete. I want to go to the beach soon. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Plato. Roses are red. Pete is blue. Day and night, I love you. Oh, there we go, Pete. Love conquers all. Virgil. Love makes anything possible. I think I need a teeny bit more than love to get to Mount Everest. Like, not asthma, but I see the point. And love can conquer a lot of fears and a lot of things. Where love is concerned, too much is not even enough. Pierre Beaumarchais. Very French. That means love big. Love is the master key which opens the gates of happiness. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Now, that's a very pretty love gate. Come on in. Looks like a castle in Alice in Wonderland. All you need is love. John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Morning, noon, and night, love is all right. Although he's a little too close to those birds. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. So we're better together. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. Rumi. Ruma. I don't know who that is. Actually, this is the first person I haven't heard of, I don't think. Do more of what makes you happy. Pete. Friends show their love in times of trouble. Euripides. Always stop to help your turtle friends. I'm sorry. I mean, they're in a time of trouble, but also this turtle, the face. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one come to you without leaving happier. Mother Teresa. Be the reason someone smiles today. Yeah, that turtle's a lot happier than it was a moment ago. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work. Confucius. Aw, look at the little kitty music teacher. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. Oscar Wilde. Love starts with me. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. Love makes life groovy. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. That's in the Bible. Love forgives. Oh, I think that's his cat mama. I'm still getting on the Pete the Cat bus trying to figure out who everybody is. Aww. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Lao Tzu, I think. I hope. Love makes you brave. Look at this. It's like, I am not Pete on my red bicycle. I am Peter the lion on the motorcycle. Vroom vroom. Oh yes. Sometimes we are Pete the cat, but we feel on the inside like we're Peter the motorcycle. Vroom vroom. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. The way to know life is to love many things. Vincent van Gogh. So let's see what all the things Pete loves. Let's see. He loves books. He loves baseball. He loves tuna. I don't love tuna, but that's okay. Pete loves guitars. Pete loves the beach. I love the beach too. Pete loves the art museum or the museum of art. He loves both. A fun day is a good day. If you want to be loved, be lovable. Ovid. Sometimes the most unlikely friend is the coolest friend. I bet that porcupine is a cool friend. Just don't make him mad. The first duty of love is to listen. Paul Tillich. Aw, a little bird. A good friend is a good listener. May the sun shine all day long, everything go right and nothing wrong. May those who you love bring love back to you. May all the wishes you wish come true. And there goes Pete. He's been driving a lot of love vehicles. He was driving the rocket ship fueled by love. Now he's in this love car here. He's driving. It's cool. All right. So today I found this really great book for our Bible story. And it's not out of my storybook Bible, but it is a really great book. And I thought it'd be something we could all listen to together. It's called God's Very Good Idea. A true story about God's delightfully different family. By Trillia Newbell and illustrated by Catalina Echeverry. In the beginning, in fact, before the beginning, God had a very good idea. It was an even better idea than solar panels, which were invented in 1954. Once again, I didn't know that. It's an even better idea than chocolate chip cookies, invented in 1938. You can invent chocolate chip cookies? Okay. It was an even better idea than fireworks, invented in 700 BC. Or roller skates, invented in 1760. Now that's a funny thing to picture. A better idea than the Super Soaker in 1982. Or color TV in 1942. Or the life raft, invented in 1880. Or the X-ray machine, invented in 1895. So God's very good idea was better than all of those very good ideas. God's idea was to make people. Lots of people, lots of different people who would all enjoy loving Him and enjoy loving each other. And they would all be made in His image. They would all be like mirrors, reflecting what God is like. Because God is full of love, they would be full of love too. All the different kinds of people, and all the fun hair, and all the different skin colors, and all the cool stuff they got going on inside their heads, of all the cool information and fun stuff. So God got to work. He made a beautiful world for people to live in. Then He made the first people, a man and a woman. And He said to them, "Be happy, enjoy loving me and loving each other. Have a huge family and fill the earth and look after the earth and enjoy the earth." God carried on creating people. All of them were made in His image. And all of them were very different too. Some were men and some were women. Some liked reading and some liked riding bikes. Some had darker skin and some had lighter skin. Some had curly hair and some had straight hair. We live in God's world. We are all different, but we are all also the same. Everyone you see is different than you and the same as you. They might look different or speak different or play different, but they're all made in God's image, and so they are all valuable. This is God's very good idea. Let all people sitting together and being friends and playing games together and talking together and having fun together and being together. This is God's very good idea. But people ruined God's very good idea. The first people chose not to love God. This is called sin. Because they chose not to love God as they should, they forgot how to love each other as they should. We are the same. We choose not to love God, and so we are not able to love each other like we should. We sin. Sometimes we treat others badly because they are different than us. People fight with each other. People are mean to each other. And people laugh at each other. That's very different. Because we have ruined God's very good idea, He is not pleased with us. Our sin means we can't be friends with Him or enjoy living with Him. We need God's forgiveness for ruining His very good idea. It's the same for everyone else in the world. People who like reading need forgiveness, and people who like riding bikes need forgiveness. People with darker skin need forgiveness, and people with lighter skin need forgiveness. People with curly hair need forgiveness, and people with straight hair need forgiveness. But God was not surprised by people ruining things. He always had a very good plan to rescue His very good idea. So God got to work. He came to earth as a person, Jesus. Jesus loved people who were different than Him. He loved people no one else loved. Your faith has made you well. I can see! He always enjoyed loving all the different people He met. Jesus shows us how to enjoy loving each other. But people didn't love Jesus. Instead, they hated Him. They put Him on a cross to die. But this was a part of God's plan. On the cross, Jesus took our sins so that we can be forgiven. Jesus forgives His people for their sins. Their hearts all broken and full of sin, but God makes it all clean and good again. Yay! Jesus didn't stay dead. He rose back to life and then went back to live in heaven. And then He gave His people His Spirit to help them enjoy loving Him and loving all the different people they know. Jesus helps us to love each other. One day, God will finish His very good idea. Jesus will come back and make the world perfect again, and anyone who has asked Jesus to forgive them will live there with their different languages and skin colors. They will enjoy loving God and loving each other. They will enjoy praising God for making, rescuing, and finishing His very good idea. But here's a very, very, very good part about God's very good idea. You don't have to wait till then to enjoy it. Jesus welcomes anyone who asks Him to forgive them. And when Jesus welcomes someone, He welcomes them into His family forever. He welcomes people who like riding bikes and like reading. He welcomes people with darker skin and people with lighter skin. He welcomes people with curly hair and people with straight hair. God's family is called the church. Your church friends are your brothers and sisters, your wonderful and colorful church family. You can enjoy loving them and loving God with them. This is God's very good idea. Lots of different people enjoying and loving Him and loving each other. God made it. People ruined it, but He rescued it, and He will finish it. And with your church family, you can enjoy being a part of it right now. I loved this book. I had it recommended to me by a friend, and I'm so glad that I got to share it with you, and be glad to share it with anyone that'd like to borrow it, because it's a great book, and it made me feel all happy and good on the inside when I read it. All right, so don't forget to leave your comments in the box of books you'd like me to find from the library. Next week's book choices will be between If You Take a Mouse to the Movies. I know, I'm almost done reading all of these. Or Chrysanthemum, so you can start voting now, anytime. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye.